Hey, what's up guys? Josh Thomas here from TheBitBlock.com to bring you through our video review for Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D on the Nintendo 3DS. So, the original Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii is one of my favorite games. For me, it really showcased what a 2D platformer could be on a modern system. You know, the attention to detail that Retro Studios and Nintendo put into this game's design is really fantastic. So, when I heard that Monster Games was hard at work on directly porting the Wii experience to the Nintendo 3DS, needless to say, I was definitely interested. Having completed the 3DS version of the game now, I can honestly say that it's still tons of fun, and the handheld port definitely turned out quite well. So Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D is all about reclaiming your precious potassium-filled hoard of bananas. And you do this, of course, by venturing off into the many diverse locations of the island. You'll be speeding down rickety tracks in a minecart, bouncing on giant flowers, climbing on grassy patches, swinging from massive vines, riding a rampaging rhino, and so much more. Basically, there's a lot of crazy 2D platforming gameplay to experience here. Now, in case some people found the Wii game a bit too difficult, you can stop by Cranky Kong's hut to buy some helpful items with banana coins that you've collected. There's a Crash Guard potion that allows you to ram into obstacles a few times without dying. There's even a green balloon that will lift you back up to safety if you should fall off the course. And trust me, that's probably going to happen a few times. For even more additional help, the new 3DS Adventure Mode gives you a couple extra hearts, so those come in handy. Now, come on, if you're a total Primate Pro and you really don't want any help, you can also just play the classic adventure mode, which basically replicates the Wii game conditions. Of course, the controls are a little bit different here on the 3DS. You can still play as both Donkey Kong and Diddy. You can walk, roll, blow on plants to find secret items, hop on foes to defeat them, and, of course, pound on the ground with your giant gorilla mitts. Now, the 3D version focuses on button controls instead of adding in motion control like the Wii game. From a visual standpoint, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D almost perfectly replicates the Wii title. There are a few differences. For example, the game runs at only half the frame rate and a lower resolution than the Wii game. So obviously that means that it's not going to run quite as smoothly or look quite as clean on the Nintendo 3DS. Some material effects and lighting on characters have also been removed. But again, aside from that, it basically looks identical to the Wii title, making it, I would say, one of the prettiest games on the handheld. Now, if you haven't played before, this game is loaded with beautiful, richly detailed worlds. It's very rare, I think, to see a 2D side-scroller receive this much attention to detail. The worlds really do feel alive. I can't tell you how much I honestly love the atmosphere in this game. Unlike the new Super Mario Bros. Series, the worlds here are not designed with tiles that are placed together on a 2D grid. In other words, everything here is manually constructed, giving it a very natural and detailed look. I love how almost every aspect of a level is carefully designed. For example, instead of just placing stones or rocks in the background here, they've actually carved this really cool wave pattern into them to go with the, theme of the level. I don't want to go on too much, but if you stop and look around, this game is just rich with fun details. I gotta say though, sometimes when playing, the camera does pan out a little bit too much, and it can make it kind of difficult to see things and maybe a little bit uncomfortable to play on such a small handheld screen. Some levels were just clearly made to be played on a larger TV. On the other hand, many levels have you jumping back and forth between the foreground and the background, which obviously makes for a pretty great 3D effect. Oh my goodness, the music in this game is fantastic. It's this great combination of remixes from the Super Nintendo games and brand new tracks as well. The soundtrack just has this way of really putting you in a certain mood. This game can be challenging, so completing everything could take you quite a while. As far as further replay value goes, you can collect all the hidden Kong letters and puzzle pieces in every level. Doing that unlocks artwork and dioramas as well as music. There are even 8 brand new levels designed just for the 3DS. They're actually pretty cool, and they offer up a decent challenge. You can also play with a friend, as Diddy, but sadly, you both need a copy of the game, so multiplayer is just kind of better on Wii. Alright, so I wouldn't say that this new 3D port is an overall better experience than the Wii game, but it's not inferior. I mean, each version kind of offers up its own take on the same game. On Wii, you get to view the game on a large screen in a higher quality with easier multiplayer support. Whereas on the 3DS, you can take it with you anywhere you go, and you can view it in 3D. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D is one of the best 2D platformers. It translates over to the Nintendo 3DS quite well, and because of that, TheBitBlock is giving it a 9 out of 10.